Otto. She's been better. Tight.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's move?
Vivian's did what she can to try and track him. But she's feeding it. We've sent ours out to the Cursebreakers and their other friends in the west. No leads yet.
All right.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the camp is in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the Professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my guilt?
Huh?
My fee for bringing Mid a...
That little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to...
Mid, you've only just...
Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off. That was his dream for me. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put me... I know that I can help the people.
Well. All right. I'll tell her.
Which is why I wrote a...
For me?
Who else? First things first, I need equipment. There's the designs for the stuff I need. The other materials I can work myself. Apart from the wood. I'll need a carpenter for that, but...
Is that everything?
For now.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the decking this time. Jill looked white as a sheet when they pulled her.
Blackthorn.
What does it look like?
I have a commission for... She requires... Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning?
My thanks.
Was wondering where Mid's back from Canva.
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the store. Here's the list. Think you can find it?
This lot,
Excellent.
it's paid. 100 times. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid.
Thank you. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
It's all right. Sid has nothing to fear. Good oiling, this could.
Should be enough to keep us... How do, Matt?
Bardolph. It's naturally a...
Well, I'd love to help the young, but I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have. It don't have to be me, though, does it? You know, the one over at Martha's.
That's right. I'll ask Martha if she can...
I love Martha like a sister. But the Empire have dragoons. Wyverns.
And we have...
Ah, Clive.
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter.
I don't mind if he don't.
Thank you, Martha.
He went up to Cressida on business. Far as I know, he's...
I'll look from there, then.
Stay sharp. We don't know when those bastards will be back. We do know one thing. A proper Rosarian welcome. This one. Get him! All yours, Torgal. Get him!
Too slow.
This one.
Too slow.
Get him! Over here!
It's the same as the one back at the hideaway. Doesn't seem to be working, though.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here.
Oh, did... Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And, if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while,
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even But you're a dab hand when it comes to...
It's the least I can do.
Thank...
This shouldn't take long.
Go, Get him!
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their... Must be nigh on a decade. Though it may as well have been a century. Looking at it.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Then I head back.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
All right, Clive? You've...
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard.
That's brilliant!
Is...
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, so as soon as Bernard gets here, we...
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgal. He must have found something.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Haven't you heard?
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My they were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and...
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight, Clive. I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a Frostwolf who served as his name was
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly. A girl from the Northern Territories, one awakens as the dominant...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal...
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. Just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his latent birthright as a Frost, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
And regarding your original concern, why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very...
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. I need you to introduce us to...
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna just you wait.
Then I look forward to seeing. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circle. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in If only we knew for certain by...
Well, if anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you.
What?
Word, that'd be...
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne.
You have nothing to worry about on that front.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
The Dhalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dhalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you. Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dhalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments.
The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The Litlands have been up to their...
It's just one thing after another around here.
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade, as are you, I hear. The Guardians, which is why I came.
to learn the full
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to...
I was.
Then I have questions for you.
Gladly.
You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're at...
And I'm afraid...
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde...
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of... Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the Kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the Southern Cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waloed. Now I think about it, there was something a little... The men seemed almost as if they believed, or were made.
You have a keen... And you have your answer. To find... It may well have gone cold by now. But as they say in the...
Allow me to... as luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after...
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready.
Very well, but be quick about it.
Here for another of my lectures? One would think. We met under curious circumstance. Naturally. Still. Lord Byron Rossfield. I heard tell. Why? Your nemesis awaits, Clive. Then worm your way into the bowels of...
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the decking this time.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's.
You're not going in there alone.
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy. I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. We've heard nothing from her since he died.
Thanks.
So, what about your uncle?
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck for...
Gav, Otto,
you can count on it.
All right, Uncle.
We shall. I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Go, This one.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn? Friends of friends, I'd wager.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Mani giunte, mani giunte, mani giunte.
Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Ibro. Who are you?
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can...
Don. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in Camber that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Take him!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that! It's over!
Far from home.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Emergency is they've shut
The gate is closed by order of Lord Kupka. Any attempt to gain passage to Drake's Fang will be punished with arrest and incarceration.